Masto.
Thank you. Director, thank you for being here. I have to say, I do agree with former President Kennedy as well as our ranking member. We need to maintain a living balance. And that's why I appreciate you working with us, particularly in Nevada, because you know the footprint BLM has in Nevada. I do want to talk a little bit about the resource management plan modernization in Nevada for that reason, because I think this is part of that living balance. Last year, I sent a letter supporting efforts by BLM state office in Nevada at undertaking that statewide resource management plan to allow for a comprehensive science-based approach to determine management for BLM lands across the whole state, and would thus be able to incorporate entire ecoregions, competing land use needs, and varied stakeholders. The effort is important, as you well know, in Nevada, because there's about 48 million acres of BLM managed land in my state. That's 3/5 of Nevada's total land mass. And currently, there are 12 resource management plans in effect, and with some completed over 36 years ago. These plans are out of date. They're impacting BLM's multiple use management mission across Nevada. Several rules are being processed at the department level that have significant impact to how the lands are managed in my state, which is very confusing for our state, local users, our local stakeholders and local governments, including, let me just name a few, the oil and gas leasing rule, the solar PIS, the public lands rule. I can go on and on. There's over 12 of them. So I've been asking this, and I hope your answer today is similar to, at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is an alignment of all of this so that our stakeholders know what to anticipate. And so my question for you is how are you managing the alignment for these nationwide rules with the particular needs in my state and other Western states that are dealing with these as well?
Senator, thank you for the question, and it gets at the sort of through line to our work, which is managing for landscape health and doing so in a responsible way that is fair to the American taxpayer. So you'll see how the renewable energy rule, for example, lists priority criteria for helping to drive where development goes. It incentivizes that development by dropping fees by 80%. That, coupled with the public lands rule that ups our game on using science and data to inform our decision-making, to make those decisions more durable, those then would be driven by resource management plans that allocate uses across the landscape. And so I think that the statewide RMP for Nevada is, I'm hoping it will be a model for the BLM. We've not done that anywhere else where we have one big overarching RMP. And so we're committed to seeing that through and perhaps having Nevada lead the way like it is on renewable energy.
Do you have a time frame on anticipate when that's going to be done?
These processes take time, and we are behind. I inherited a backlog, tens of millions of dollars of backlog of planning, but it's in the mix, and it's a priority, so it will be moving forward here.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. Just keep in mind, all of the clean energy projects, the economic development, the environmental protection, all of the above is put on hold at times, waiting for BLM to respond in this resource management guide that I think is important for the reasons that you've just said.
Yeah, and the chart that the chairman held up earlier, I mean, if we have up-to-date resource management plans, that makes our decisions more durable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me jump really quickly to protecting Ash Meadows. Ash Meadows in southern Nevada is a national wildlife refuge and the Devil's Hole unit of Death Valley National Park in Nye County. Mm-hmm. It's a spectacular resource. The fish there is being threatened by a proposal to drill into the sensitive groundwater, which would dry up seeps and springs that are at the core of the refuge. I toured this last month, and let me just say, every community leader that lives in that area, they're unanimous to see the department move forward with a withdrawal as quickly as possible, land withdrawal, to protect this area. Now, I get that Ash Meadows is managed by a different agency, but the withdrawal comes within BLM's responsibility. Can I get your commitment to work with me and our constituents in working on that withdrawal to protect not only the fish there, but that whole wildlife refuge.
Yeah, Senator, I commit to you that I'm going to come and visit it and learn about it firsthand so that I can speak with the Secretary about it. She, of course, is the person who has the authority to do mineral withdrawals, but I commit to you that I will dig in and learn about this issue.
And then finally, I'm going to submit for the record, affordable housing. Thank you for the work that you're doing in Nevada around affordable housing. I would like to know, though, the most recent agreement that was entered into, and thank you, with HUD, is it working? And maybe we can have a follow-up on that. I know my time is up.
Yeah, thank you, Senator. That agreement happened because you asked me about it in my confirmation. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Senator